Yeah, I think was watching one that sold like a day before I listed this one. And I think it sold for like mid 30s, if I remember correctly. Or
Well,
40?
oh, this is numbered. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
numbered.
out of 99.
66.
Oh, 66 it went up to?
100 oboe.
Okay.
142 oboe. So, I mean...
Okay, so we
we've
might
got
see some last second action. They just announced, this video I think is going to be the last one that goes up of the 3 we're doing, but they just announced Silver Sluggers.
The finalists. Or the winner.
I thought the winners.
Let's look.
Yeah, I don't have a... Both of my iPhones are in use. First world problems at their finest. I thought I got a notification, though, earlier today. Like, 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. 33 minutes ago.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Read them?
Well, so McClain he's not going to win Rookie of the Year because Corbin Carroll exists and is Seattle-born Mike Trout, apparently. So, but I am curious. I know AL Rookie of the Year was a little more like up in the air, but I just kind of wanted to like look over like the prominent rookies from this year because I feel like it was a really, really strong rookie class, like one of the strongest like we've seen.
That's true.
In a while, and that's coming off of last year with Julio and Michael Harris both like being incredible, both then having sophomore slumps to start the year, but then both finishing really, really strong. Obviously, the Reds, I feel like has there been, you would know this more than me, has there been like a more just insane batch of rookies called up by one team in the same year that just, like, so you had McClain, Spencer Steer,
Ellie Cruz.
wasn't there one other one too?
Yeah.
That was like pretty solid. Those were like the big 3. And Ellie, I get it, you can kind of take it or leave it on him, but like he showed enough flashes of a guy who can be just like a game wrecker.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think.
But McClain and Steer were both like
super good.
Yeah. Like both guys who could be like number 3 hitters on many teams. Because I feel like it was like just a whole infield. I mean, it's like they didn't pick up Votto's contract.
No, but he was still playing.
Yeah, but like there's like a reason they're like comfortable not picking up his contract at all going into next year.
Trying to find it. Oh, they have Nick Senzel in there. Jake Fraley. Wait, this isn't from this year. Jonathan India, Tyler Stevenson.
That's like, well, Senzel's like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, but that was written a month ago, so I'm confused.
Well, I heard India might be like one of like the top trade targets.
Yeah, they've been floating his name for a few years.
Well, they just have such a, I mean, there's only so many spots that they have. They just have a whole bunch of dudes who are 25 or younger. Just pull up the Reds like roster.
That's what I'm doing now.
We'll know it once we see it.
I'm trying to think of a team that had multiple like great rookies. Will Benson. Oh, Christian Encarnacion Strand might be who you're thinking of.
Yeah, him. I know that they called up Novella Marti.
Oh yeah, Noel V. Marte.
Marte. And he was solid, but wasn't like incredible. I thought there was one other that was like very good, but maybe it's Encarnacion
TJ
Strand.
Friedel. Yeah, I don't.
It's probably Encarnacion Strand that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That was like the other one. But yeah, I mean that's like a top infield.
Yeah.
Just of rookies. It's insane.
I want to come up with at least one good example.
Yeah, like one closest.
Well, I guess like when the Blue Jays had Baby Vlad, Kevin Biggio, and Bo Bichette,
Yeah.
like all at the same time. They weren't all exactly that same year,
Yeah.
but that was like a big class of prospects all on the same team.
Yeah. I mean, I think we thought we were going to have it a little bit with the Yankees, with like Volpe, Oswaldo Cabrera, Dominguez. Wasn't there one other? I thought there was maybe one other guy.
Miguel Andujar.
But like that was definitely like, that was a really exciting, potentially rookie class for this year.
Yeah.
That just didn't. Did any of them hit?
No.
Really? I mean, like,
Well,
Cabrera got sent down.
that's the thing. They're all so young.
Volpe stole some bases, but wasn't like very good. The only other thing I can think of is like last year's Guardians
Yeah.
just had like a batch of guys, but like we didn't really see much like sustained success from any of them, and then we traded away Nolan Jones, and he's just been great in Colorado.
Yeah, that was tough.
Oh yeah, what do you think about the Stephen Vogt signing?
I think
Voigt?
I think it's more interesting than like a veteran manager. I don't
Yeah.
think even Craig Counsell I wasn't like excited by, especially not for whatever I'm sure he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just like, I mean, how many like elite managers are out there right now? Even like solidly in teams like that aren't even available. I mean,
Cora?
okay.
Right. I mean, well, like that's like the first
Bruce
one that would come to
Bochy.
mind.
This is what I'm saying.
No, yeah, it's
So
not like
I think it's time to. I think it's absolutely the right move.
Yeah.
Is to just get a cheap, unproven guy who might be good.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited. I'm more excited about it than I would have been if they got Craig Counsell. I'll put it that way.
Sure. Well, because also too, like it's sort of almost like in football, like the Mike McCarthy signing by like the Cowboys. It's like, all right,
Right.
sure, he's had success in the past, but also like he got fired by his previous team.
He also
Like,
had
there's,
a
like-
Hall of Fame top 3 quarterback of all time
Yeah. So like, cool, but also like,
and won 1 Super Bowl.
yeah, like who really is going to get excited about that? Like, there's a reason he was available for a job. Whereas like Stephen Voigt, like the reason he was available for a job is because like he just hasn't gotten a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was Vote.
Is it Vote or Voigt?
I think it's Vote,
Okay.
but I'll look.
Vote in the comments. Voigt in the comments.
Should we get into that quarterback all-time can of worms I just opened, or are we sticking baseball?
Stick with baseball because
right.
it's Matt McClain. But, I mean, definitely we'll do I forgot that the Tony Romo's just Paul Rudd football note was up there. Might stay up for the entire night of filming.
Vote. Yeah, it's Vote.
Vote. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know, like you said, why not? Like,
Yeah.
and like, he had to have been someone that said something or did something in the interview that, like, impressed.
Well, he comes
People,
from
like-
the A's, which are a very smart organization. He was a catcher.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 approaches, right? Like, you have this team that's always going to be a young team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, by the time a player runs out of their years of arbitration, they're either going to sign somewhere else, we're going to trade them because they won't sign with us, or they'll be bad.
Yeah.
So this team will always be young. Now, they're tremendously young now, and there's 2 approaches to that, in my opinion. One is the Tito Francona approach of, like, old guy, proven guy who they're going to respect.
Grandpa vibes for the young
Or
guys.
just go with a young guy who can connect with them, maybe. And I don't know if Stephen Voigt's that guy, Maybe you want someone who speaks Spanish or, is, even younger or whatever. But he's at least young. He's only 39 years old. So that's good. And I think, just go for it. Because, again, that old guy, like, I don't even know how we got Tito to come to Cleveland. He was such a legend before he even got here.
Yeah. Well, just from here, like, has, like, those old ties here.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the only reason we got LeBron.
Right.
Is we just played the...
Well, and we had the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Well, but when LeBron came
I know.
back. You know?
Yeah, no, I think it'll be exciting. I'll be more excited for next year than I was for this year, probably, which is weird. And I love Tito.
Yeah.
I don't want it to come off sounding like I don't. I was sad that he's retiring.
Yeah.
But it did kind of feel like things had stagnated by the end.
Definitely. Well,
It kind of got the vibe that he wasn't thrilled about still being there, to be honest.
Yeah, it almost felt like he was kind of sticking around, like, almost out of obligation of, like, I can't just, like, leave.
Right.
I don't know, what, 7 minutes left on this thing?
7 minutes.
7 minutes. I mean, as we all know with eBay auctions, it's...
I want to talk about this with baseball.
Okay.
Bruce Bochy has now won 4 World Series
Dang.
in a 14-year span on 2 different franchises.
Yeah, I'd say that's the part that becomes
And-
impressive. It wasn't just like...
But, I mean, even 4 championships in 14 years.
Well, yeah, but you get kind of like the Bill Belichick now, like, oh, can he prove himself? Like Andy Reid
Yeah.
had a huge moment when he went to Kansas City and, like, has now won with another team.
Yeah, but he never won with the Eagles.
Yeah.
A Super Bowl?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Andy Reid won a Super Bowl with the Eagles. And then went and won. Now he's, like, won in Kansas City, obviously.
Twice.
Yeah. So Bochy... This was a weirdo World Series.
Why can't I remember the Eagles winning a Super Bowl with him?
Because it was the Eagles winning a Super Bowl
Who'd they
and
beat?
not Nick Foles.
I don't think you're right.
Pretty sure I'm right.
They lost a Super Bowl. Yeah. He's only won 2 Super Bowls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought okay, never mind.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And I feel like he's very under the radar. And he's done it now, given the Rangers spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
But
But they
Those-
also were the 6th seed
those
going
Giants teams, 3 in 5 years is a crazy anomaly. They had great talent, but they weren't like the Yankees or the Dodgers
Yeah.
or the Red Sox
Yeah.
or, the new Padres now, which, how's that working out, I'm just tremendously impressed.
in. Yeah. Well, and it was too, like, I mean, yeah, they spent a lot of money, but I think what's really interesting is that they weren't an insane regular season team. They're obviously good enough to, like, make the playoffs, but number 6 seed, and then I think then when you get to, like, the postseason, like, that's where you can have, like, the manager shine. Because, like, then they're going to put people in place to, like, win those specific series, those games. Like, everything is so, like, hyper important. Whereas, like, in the regular season, there is a little bit just of, like, the natural talent over 162 games is going to, like, rise to the top, and a manager can do things along the way to, like, continue to position guys and know, like, when is it time to have a guy no longer start, when is it time to move a guy to a starting role, like, whatever it may be. But then when you get into the postseason, like, there's no more room for if we lose 5 games out of 6, it doesn't matter. Like, you have to, every single decision, the importance just gets dialed up tenfold.
Yeah.
And that's where you can take someone like Bochy, who had a good roster, but, like, clearly made the most of it.
Oh, yeah.
So Diamondbacks being in the World Series has to be one of the weirdest.
Well, I was going to say, it reminded me of 2007 when Cleveland played Boston in the ALCS, and then
Oh, the Brewers.
it was the Rockies. The Rockies had just, like, got really hot in the playoffs, and everyone was just, at least me and everybody I talked to, was like, whoever wins this ALCS is going to probably win the World Series.
Yeah.
And it didn't seem like that until the Diamondbacks were the team that advanced, and it was like, okay, well, it's the Astros and the Rangers. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more impressed by them being the Astros than the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also, like, definitely that same sort of sentiment where if the Astros beat the Rangers, no doubt in my mind who wins.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's just... The Astros losing is one of the best things for baseball. If you're an Astros fan, I do not apologize.
What should we log some final and official Ohtani contract predictions?
So I think the obvious one is a lot of people saying Dodgers. My out of the box one is Soto gets traded and the Padres sign him. Because the Padres have worse franchise ran ADD than the Browns. As far as
what about
constantly chasing the next thing.
Yeah.
Or he goes like Yankees for like the true Babe Ruth legacy.
It's fun. You don't think the Mariners?
Do they have the money for that?
Yeah, I think so.
They have $500 million sitting around?
Yeah, I think so. I think every team does.
Guardians out of nowhere?
Yeah, well, he's not. I don't think that would happen.
Someone has to explain to him what a Cleveland is?
But didn't the Mariners pay Robinson Cano like $250 million 10 years ago?
I guess, yeah, they did do that massive contract with him.
That didn't work out.
That'd be a fun... Because obviously he's not going to the Guardians.
Of course.
So then it becomes like, what would be the next most fun thing? Like, getting to stay in the division and just stick it to the Angels would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. What about the Cubs?
I would somehow find a way to watch less baseball next year than I did this year, which would be impressive.
Now, if you... I don't know anything...
I hate the Cubs.
I know you do. It's hard for me because I loved the Cubs in college, and I went to so many games, and I loved that stadium so much.
Yeah.
I think I am finally getting over 2016 a little bit. I think because all those players are gone, and the manager's gone. Like, it's a whole different group of guys now.
That's true. You know, it's Nico Horner's world, and we're all just living in it.
Right.
Christopher Morel for president.
We're down to 20 seconds.
Jeez.
I think... Okay, give me a number prediction for Ohtani. I'm saying 12 years, $800 million.
Oh, I was going to say like 550 just because he's not going to pitch for like a year. And who knows like what the pitching happens after that. We're going to get some last second anything?
I hope so. Oh! That was nice.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, this isn't the usual. Try the old...
Looks like 41 is going to be what we're sitting at. But yeah, I thought like 550.
41.
Nice.
I think it will definitely be the highest annual value of any contract ever.
Yes. Well, the amount of like tickets that he'll sell, the jersey sale, like everything, you know, it's gonna immediately be an insane boon to any team.
An insane boon.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you. All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah, so that was just some baseball chit chat while Matt
BBCC.
McClain had no bids until literally the last second.
Well,
Good old eBay. Catch you in the next video.
Later.